So I'm joined here today by Uri, who is studying bilingualism in Israel. So can you tell us about how speaking two languages affects pronunciation?
Well, of course. Normally, what we're used to is when someone studies a foreign language and they tend to pronounce that language with an accent similar to their own. So imagine you're an English speaker studying Spanish and you pronounce the word like cuatro, four, with an English sounding R, cuatro. But you have opposite effects as well. So take, for instance, French speakers in Canada, in Quebec. Oftentimes they're accused by French speakers in France for sounding too much like Americans or English speakers. Now, it doesn't mean that they're bad French speakers, it just means that their English has been somewhat influenced by the English. That their French, has been somewhat influenced by the English spoken around them in Canada and elsewhere in North America. And this is somewhat similar to the situation that I'm studying amongst Palestinians who speak both Arabic and Hebrew in Israel.
Okay, so can you tell us about what research techniques you use to study this?
Absolutely. For about a few years ago, I was living amongst Palestinians who are bilingual in both Arabic and Hebrew, living in Israel. Their first language is Arabic, but they've been speaking Hebrew all their lives. And Arabic has several sounds. I'll give you one example. For instance, the consonant ah. Can you try to pronounce ah? See, you're not doing a very good job at it because English doesn't have ah, neither does Hebrew. Hebrew used to have that sound many years ago, but it ceased to have it. Languages tend to lose sounds every now and then. And what happened to these Arabic speakers who have been speaking Hebrew all their lives is that they have gradually, to some degree, lost or the sound has weakened very much in their speech as well. So using these recordings of several dozen speakers and some statistical methods of quantitative analysis, I've come to the conclusion that in comparison with other Arabic speakers who are not bilingual or monolingual, there has been some correlation between how much contact you have between the two languages and the degree of influence of one language over the other on the pronunciation of one's native language.
So as I understand it, you've carried out this study in one town in Israel. So why is it important to expand upon this work to other areas?
Well, first of all, of course, there is our intellectual curiosity and, linguistic science as a discipline. But in addition to that, there is a contribution to the community and to their educational system and the educational impact. And in this particular community, there are educational choices based in part on language. And in many cases, families send their children to schools based in a large part on language choices. And some Palestinian parents send their kids to schools in which Hebrew is a language of instruction rather than Arabic, even though Arabic is their first language. And we know from studies elsewhere in the world, such as the United States and the United Kingdom, that we can build upon linguistic knowledge in order to enhance educational curricula and help families make more informed educational choices. And this has not yet been done in these communities, and I think I can make an impact there.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a little too long.